Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Wednesday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on MLB player props, you already know, go ahead and sign up with Parlay Play. Get free entries when you guys sign up, so go ahead and hop in there and take advantage. And yeah, we'll hop in here. Busy slate today. Starting with the Atlanta Braves versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at minus 140. Atlanta plus 120 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 3.14. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Brewers is Corbin Burnes with an ERA of 1.77. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Yeah, Atlanta coming off a nice 3-0 win yesterday against the Brewers. You know, the game before, Milwaukee won 1-0, so both teams shutting out the opponent. Atlanta 6-2 against Milwaukee. They play very good against the Brewers. Brewers 4-1 at home. Yeah, coming off a no-hit, a no-run game. I like the Brewers to bounce back here. Been kind of a flip-flop of a series so far, and I like Corbin Burnes on the mound. I think Brewers bounce back after a horrible day yesterday. I'm taking the Brewers at home. Next matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa opening up as home favorites at minus 200. Detroit plus 170 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for Detroit is Eduardo Rodriguez with an ERA of 3.72. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA of 2.67. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. Tampa winning yesterday 8-1 against Detroit. Played very well yesterday. Detroit 4-11 on the road, where they have struggled against Tampa Bay. Yeah, I like Tampa Bay at home. Looked dominant yesterday. And Detroit struggles on the road against Tampa Bay. Rolling with the Rays at home. Next matchup, we have the San Francisco Giants versus the Colorado Rockies. Giants opening up as road favorites at minus 160. Colorado plus 135 with the over-under at 10.5. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.48. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 4.91. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Yeah, Giants won the last 2 matchups against Colorado 10-7 and then 7-6. Colorado 2-8 in their last 10. I mean, they've been struggling. They're on a 5-game losing streak against the Giants. Giants 8-0 on the road against Colorado. Yeah, love the Giants on the road. They've just been dominant against the Rockies, and the Rockies just have not been playing very well. I'm going to take the Giants on the road. Next matchup, we have the Minnesota Twins versus the Oakland Athletics. Twins opening up as road favorites at minus 160. Oakland plus 135 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Twins is Sonny Gray with an ERA of 3.68. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for Oakland is Dalton Jeffries with an ERA of 4.84. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Minnesota coming off a 5-2 loss yesterday against Oakland. Didn't play very well yesterday. They're 1-5 on the road against Oakland. Yeah, I'm just not sure if I trust Minnesota minus 160. I just think that seems pretty risky. Oakland coming off a nice win yesterday. I'm going to take Oakland plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at minus 270. Arizona plus 230 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Davies with an ERA of 3.57. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Dodgers is Walker Buehler with an ERA of 2.81. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Arizona on a 5-game losing streak. They've lost the last 3 games against the Dodgers. Dodgers on a 4-game winning streak. Arizona 0-8 on the road against the Dodgers. Yeah, Dodgers finally playing well, looking really good in this Arizona series. And yeah, I'm going to roll with the Dodgers at home. Next matchup, we have the Cincinnati Reds versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at minus 135. Cincinnati plus 115 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Reds is Tyler Mahle with an ERA of 5.15. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for Cleveland is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 3.93. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Cincinnati winning yesterday's matchup 5-4. Played pretty well yesterday. I'm going to take another shot with the Reds plus 1.5. Looked decent yesterday. I'm not sure I want to pay the price for the Guardians at home. They haven't been that amazing. I'll take the Reds plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Houston Astros versus the Boston Red Sox. Houston opening up as road favorites at minus 145. Boston plus 125 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Astros is Luis Garcia with an ERA of 2.94. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for the Red Sox is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 5.08. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Houston coming off a 13-4 win against Boston yesterday. Looked very good yesterday in yesterday's matchup. They're 6-2 on the road. Boston 1-6 at home right now. Yeah, love Luis Garcia on the mound for the Astros. Astros played great, looked great yesterday. Don't love Nick Pivetta on the mound for the Red Sox. Definitely vulnerable to giving up a lot of runs here. I'm going to take the Astros on the road. Next matchup, we have the Washington Nationals versus the Miami Marlins. Miami opening up as home favorites at minus 200. Washington plus 165 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Nationals is Josiah Gray with an ERA of 4.34. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Marlins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 1.26. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 11 strikeouts. Yeah, Washington on a 3-game losing streak, losing 5-1 yesterday against the Marlins. Marlins playing very well in this series, holding them to under just three runs total. Washington 1-6 on the road where they've been awful. Yeah, love Pablo Lopez on the mound. Rolling with the Marlins at home. Next matchup, we have the San Diego Padres versus the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies opening up as home favorites at minus 152. Padres plus 127 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Padres is Blake Snell, getting his first start of the season here. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 4.26. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Padres on a 2-game winning streak, beat the Phillies 3-0 yesterday. I like the Phillies at home, coming off a bad game yesterday. Blake Snell getting his first start. We'll see how good he is for the Padres here, but I like Phillies coming off that bad loss. I like them to bounce back here at home. Rolling with the Phillies. Next matchup, we have the New York Yankees versus the Baltimore Orioles. Yankees opening up as road favorites at minus 250. Baltimore plus 210 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 2.95. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for the Orioles is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.38. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Yankees beat Baltimore 5-4 yesterday on a 2-game winning streak against Baltimore. Baltimore on a 5-game losing streak. Love Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees. They've looked really good against the Orioles. Taking the Yankees on the road. Next matchup, we have the Seattle Mariners versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at minus 225. Seattle plus 205 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Mariners is Marco Gonzalez with an ERA of 3.38. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for Toronto is Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 2.40. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 8 strikeouts. Seattle coming off a 3-0 loss against Toronto on a 2-game losing streak against Toronto. Seattle 3-10 on the road where they haven't been that good. Love Kevin Gausman on the mound here. Rolling with the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we have the St. Louis Cardinals versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at minus 200. St. Louis plus 170 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jordan Hicks with an ERA of 4.15. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mets is Max Scherzer with an ERA of 2.66. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 6 strikeouts. St. Louis coming off a 4-3 win against the Mets yesterday. Well, it was a doubleheader. Both teams taking a win. I like Max Scherzer on the mound for the Mets here. And they're at home. I'm going to roll with the Mets at home in this one. Next matchup, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at minus 147. Pittsburgh plus 137 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 6.61. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cubs is Drew Smyly with an ERA of 3.64. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pittsburgh coming off a 7-0 and 9-0 loss against the Cubs, so they haven't even scored in these last 2 games. Cubs on a 4-game winning streak. Mitch Keller given up 5 runs in each of his last 2 starts on the mound. Pittsburgh's looked pretty bad the last few games here. Rolling with the Cubs at home. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Angels versus the Texas Rangers. Angels opening up as road favorites at minus 165. The Rangers plus 140 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Angels is Shohei Ohtani with an ERA of 2.78. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 4.06. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. The Angels, they've lost the last 2 games against the Rangers. Rangers on a 3-game winning streak here. I love the Angels coming off 2 bad losses against the Rangers. Love Ohtani on the mound where he's been awesome. I think Angels bounce back today. Rolling with the Angels on the road. And then the last matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Kansas City Royals. White Sox opening up as road favorites at minus 154. The Royals plus 145 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the White Sox is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 2.70. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Royals is Zach Greinke with an ERA of 3.52. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs and had 4 strikeouts. The Royals winning yesterday's matchup 2-1 in the doubleheader. Both teams took a matchup there. Kansas City 2-7 at home where they've struggled. I like the White Sox on the road here. I like Giolito on the mound. Greinke coming off a bad performance on the mound here. I just like the way the White Sox have been playing. They've been pretty decent in the last few games. They've been good against Kansas City, losing that doubleheader. And, but yeah, I like the White Sox coming off that Game 2 loss. I'm going to take the White Sox on the road. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.